This is Oweleke TV. I am Hadiza Galadima. Oweleke TV had an exclusive interview with Rev David Ayuba Azzaman, a renowned cleric in the Northwest states. He also reacted to El-Rufai's comments. He insisted that even in Kaduna State, the All Progressive Congress did not win the gubernatorial election. The cleric also said it was El-Rufai's plan all along to impose total Islamic state rule in Nigeria using the Muslim ticket. Azzaman went on to insist that the former governor should be arrested by security agencies for attempting to set the country on fire. Reverend Azzaman said all these and more while speaking with our reporter Mike James Ode in Kaduna State.
The past governor of the state, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, made an explosive comment which was captured on video and it surfaced less than 58 hours ago. In the video, Nasir El-Rufai was heard telling Muslim clerics that the plan was that Muslim ticket will be a reality for the next 20 years. That was after he had narrated how he was able to convince both the Christians and the Muslim that Muslim ticket was viable. In that very video, he was seen as saying that no Christian was victimized when under his tenure. His statement actually elicited a lot of condemnations from Christians and other Nigerians.
You know, the behaviors of Christians, that is why we are here today in Nigeria. An average Christian is a sellout. Let me just say it. Especially our politicians. The political Christians, they see politics as where they can get food for their family and eat. When they are going for vacation, they go to Dubai, let their children schooling abroad. But an average Muslim, even El-Rufai said it in the video, that it is about Islam, not about politics. That video is real. El-Rufai never knew that it will go to that extent. But because when God wants to catch a wicked man, sometimes there is one pidgin English, they say Messian. God can even twist your tongue so that you say what you're not supposed to say. And that is what he did. I expect Christians, I expect Khan, even Khan, I'm disappointed with Khan. Khan came out and said that we should ignore him, he's just seeking for relevance. Look at what Khan can say. She will say, I expect Khan to start preparing papers to go to the Hague, ICC. Because without apology, El-Rufai is the commander-in-chief of Boko Haram, that late, Obadiah Melafia mentioned, and he was arrested. El-Rufai is the commander-in-chief of Boko Haram, and you could see that he has a hand in the killing of genocide of Christians. It's not killing, it's genocide of Christians in Kaduna State. And it's very possible, not only Kaduna, the killings in Plateau, Benue, and other places. You cannot rule out El-Rufai. I expect Khan to start compiling papers and evidence. Let them go to the ICC at the Hague. Don't be surprised. El-Rufai is in London right now. Don't be surprised. He's not in Nigeria. He's in London. He's in London. In Akasan Arna, the people he calls Arna, he's in their land now enjoying. They call us Arna, but they rush to our countries. I don't know whether you understand. If Arna did not develop London or America the way it is now, will you go there El-Rufai and be relaxing? Can you see that nonsense? Where did he has his degrees? Bakasan Arnabane. Is it not America he had his degrees? But today he will come up and say, his government is fair to Christians. That video is real. If you know El-Rufai, you know that that video is real. He's a man that doesn't have shame. He's a very arrogant man. He's a man that, to him, to win politics is to be a religious fanatic. To win politics is to be a religious bigot. To him. And he wants to gain support in the north. Just like when Buhari went to Zamfara during the early stage of our democracy and said Muslims should vote Muslims in Zamfara. That is what he wants to do. He wants to appeal to the Islamic ulama. He wants to appeal to the Muslims, so that when so that they will give him their support. We should take that man serious. The video is true. It's not a Photoshop. That is El-Rufai. That is how he talks. That is how he speaks. Nothing like Photoshop here, there. The governor is not alone. Muhammadu Buhari is with him, and 70% of the Fulanis, not Hausas, the Fulanis are with him. He doesn't stand alone. You can hear, if you read comment, body language, you will see many people in the north, they are not condemning him. They are either silent or they are with him. So El-Rufai is not standing alone. This is something I have been saying right from time. Islamization agenda of Nigeria is not something that have started now. It is something that have started in 1804 when their great-grandfather Ottoman Amfodio came. He came from, whether some people say Sudan, some people say he came from Mali, and he took over the Hausa land. And unfortunately, or let me just say fortunately, many of you might not know, Amfodio was killed in Benue State by the Tiv, President Benue by the Tiv people. He died after 5 days in Sokoto. His son, Muhammad Bello, took over the flag of the jihad. And when Muhammad Bello took over the flag to continue their exploit into Nigeria, they met a resistance by the British. It's when they met the resistance by the British, they now made a pact. They surrendered to the British. And after they surrendered to the British, but there was an agreement. When the British are going, they should hand over the country called Nigeria over to them. And that was done in 1960, a day before independence at Sokoto. There was a Daba in Sokoto where flags were exchanged by the colonial masters and the Fulanis, not the Hausas, because even the British thought they were dealing with Hausas. Unknown to the British, they were dealing with the Fulanis. And so you can see that this thing did not happen today. It has been happening, and the Biafran Civil War is part of it. And many of us Christians did not know. We, the Middle Belters Christians, we killed our Igbo brothers. We didn't know that it was part of the Islamization agenda. The coup of Yakubu Gawan is part of it. It's part of the agenda. And you see, and that is what it is happening in Kaduna State. You know, Islamization, that is the arm wing. The arm wing is what we are seeing, Boko Haram, ISWAP, different these terror groups. That is also the still jihad. The still jihad, that is what El-Rufai are doing. Using political office to force Islam on people. So El-Rufai is not acting alone. It is an agenda, and it's not, I want to correct Nigerians, Islamization agenda is not the agenda of APC. It's a Fulani agenda. You see, the Fulanis see Nigeria as a trophy that their forefathers, Ahmadu Bello, Usman Amfodio, won for them. That is why you hear Muhammadu Buhari saying, if they touch him in Nigeria, Niger Republic will save him. They go back to their countries of origin. They know where they came from. So Nigeria is a trophy. Whether they spoil it, whether Nigeria is good, they don't care. So I will call on Nigerians, both the Hausa Muslims, the Yoruba Muslims, the Christians, everybody to wake up. This is our nation. We should not allow the Fulanis destroy our country. They have countries that they came from. They have countries, like an authoritative say they have countries that they came from. Muhammad Buhari doesn't hide it. He came from Niger Republic. So this is our country. We have to wake up and say no to Islamization agenda. The security of Nigeria, they need to call El-Rufai. In all honesty, they need to call El-Rufai. His statement, if it's any other person that made this kind of statement, he will have been called. You'll have been arrested. But they are all silent. And I also pray the security is not compromised, because the killing in Zangon Kataf, they see people in military uniform. In fact, when I visited Malagum, Malagum is a village that was attacked in December. I was there. I saw the mass graves. The people in that village told me that some of the military men, they even came into town. Some of them, they saw them, they were drinking in drinking spots with the military guys. That same day the attack took on. They wear Nigerian military uniform. They came with Nigerian military vehicle. The day that murder, that genocide happened, there were about 30-something people were killed in Malagu. So are you telling me that the military is not compromised? The security have compromised. And the security have to prove themselves that they are not compromised. By what? By inviting Nasru El-Rufai. But if you look at it, even the appointment, if you go to almost all our DPOs in Kaduna State, the DPOs, they are headed by Fulanis, not even Hausas. The GOCs, they are the ones. The commandants, they are the ones. So they have compromised. El-Rufai ought to be arrested. What late Obadiah Melafia said, it is true. He spoke about it. Unfortunately, he died. They wanted to arrest him then. For what? For speaking the truth. Nigeria is a country that when you speak the truth, you are being threatened. No single Fulani man is arrested in Kaduna State. No single one is arrested. When they killed the Agom of Adara, El-Rufai brought some youths and said, these are the youths that assassinated him. Today, where are the youths? Silent. That means he staged that to divert attention. El-Rufai needs to be arrested. Even the killing of Agom Adara, he needs to be arrested. We shouldn't just be brushing things under the carpet. A first-class chief to be killed, and Nigeria is silent. He needs to be questioned. What is his role in the killing of Agom Adara? Whenever Christians defend themselves, you will see Christians being arrested. I know of the time some cows were killed. Cows were killed. El-Rufai arrested some certain Kaduna leaders. Hundreds of people are killed. No single Fulani is arrested. Can you see that? What this man does is that, if you notice, there was killing in Kachia and Kajuru. There was killing in Kachia and Kajuru. In the height of that killing, they killed the Agom Adara. When he is now installing the chief, he now created an emirate in Kajuru. Can you see that? It's like creating a solution inside chaos. You create a chaos and chaos. Sorry, I'm not an Englishman. And you are the one that will try and bring the solution. You understand? That is what is happening in Zangon Kataf. El-Rufai, with no apology, created that killing. Because I say it and I'm saying it again, he is the brain behind the genocide in Kaduna. Now there is a crisis. Now, you are now banning the socio-cultural group of Kataf. For what? Are they the troublemakers? You didn't ban Mayete Allah. You didn't ban Mayete Allah. The Fulani is killing Christians. You didn't ban them. But you are banning the Atep Association. Can you see that? Before you know it, believe me, if El-Rufai had like 6 more months, he will have dethroned the Agom, the chief of Atiap. I'm telling you, he will have done it. Because his aim is to create an emirate there. Can you see that? Why do you bring crisis? And when you are bringing solution, you create emirate. Do you understand? Something is fishy, and it is El-Rufai. From his statement, you will know he has a hand. You see, I'm a pastor. I'm a clergyman. But because most of the Christian politicians, they are after their stomach. They don't talk. Have you had, if not that APC chieftain in Jos that spoke, have you had any Christian APC chieftain from Kaduna that spoke? None. None. Are we all going to be fools? Let me tell you something. There is no better person to speak when there is injustice like a pastor. Who did El-Rufai say help them to win election? It's the ulamas. It's the malams. It was the malams he was addressing, thanking them because they used the mosques to win an election. Some of you Christians will say, Pastor, just maintain your pulpit. If Azzaman have just maintained his pulpit and kept quiet, believe me, El-Rufai will have done worse. You see, pastors have been vocal right from the beginning. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was a pastor. There is a reverend behind his name. He's a pastor. But he fought the government in America. Discrimination. He's a pastor. So why should you say whether pastor is a politician? I'm a pastor, not a politician. So I have the right to speak. Because pastor, we are even the one that have the right to speak. Because the politicians, they have messed up. So the Christian politicians.
I was speaking with Reverend Azzaman, the Reverend and the pastor in charge of King Worship Center, Kaduna. He was talking to me on the recent comment of Nasir El-Rufai that Muslim will rule for the next 24 years. Reverend, again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Reverend Azzaman, and thanks to our reporter, Mike James Odi. To watch more interviews and catch up with every current happenings in Nigeria, subscribe and follow all our social media handles displayed on your screen. You can also visit our website at Oweleke.tv. I am Hadiza Galadima. Thanks for watching.